Chronicle of the Russian Federation crimes in Ukraine. A Russian missile crashed into a market in the heart of a Ukrainian city on Wednesday, killing at least 17 people in one of the deadliest attacks in months, officials said. The attack on the industrial eastern city of Kostiantynivka came hours after Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in the capital, Kiev. In a show of U.S. support, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy condemned the utter inhumanity of the attack, which he said had hit a regular market, shops and a pharmacy. The number of casualties could rise further, he said in a post on X, formerly Twitter. UN Humanitarian Coordinator for Ukraine Denise Brown has said she is shattered by Russia's missile strike on a public market in Kostiantynivka, Donetsk region, stressing that this and other attacks on civilian infrastructure are a war crime. This is said in a statement by Denise Brown. "I am shattered by the news of a series of attacks that today, once again, have left a path of death and destruction in different parts of Ukraine. The despicable attack that a few hours ago hit a populated market in Kostiantynivka, in the Donetsk region, brutalized civilians in this war-torn community, killing and injuring dozens of adults and children," she said. According to her, "It is a truly sad day for Ukraine. And the tragic event in Kostiantynivka is just another example of the suffering that Russia's invasion inflicts on civilians across the country. In this context, Russian strikes damaged, also today, schools and homes in Zaporizhzhia, and port and grain infrastructure in Odessa region. Intentionally directing an attack against civilians or civilian objects, or intentionally launching an attack knowing it will cause disproportionate civilian harm is a war crime. International humanitarian law must be respected. The people of Ukraine need this cruel devastation to stop," she underscored. One person has been killed and 44 injured in Russia's recent missile attack on the city of Kryvyi Rih. The relevant statement was made by the Ukrainian State Emergency Service on Telegram, and Ukrinform correspondent reports. According to the preliminary data, as of 11:00 a.m., one person was killed and 44 injured. The report states, 68 people received aid from a psychological assistance post of the Ukrainian State Emergency Service. Relevant works continue. Earlier, head of Kryvyi Rih Defense Counsel Alexander Vilkul reported on 41 casualties. 19 people were taken to hospital. 3 of them are in critical condition, Vilkul mentioned. In his words, the Russian missile hit an administrative building with office premises. The office of Vilkul's Ukrainian Perspective Fund was among those affected. As a result of an enemy strike in Sumy this morning, 2 people were injured and rescued from the rubble. The Sumy Regional Military Administration reported this on Telegram, according to Ukrinform. It is noted that as a result of the Russian strike, a 2-story residential building was destroyed. More than 20 houses and 8 vehicles were damaged. A fire broke out over a large area. There were 2 people under the rubble. Rescuers rescued a man, born in 1953, and a woman, born in 1958, from the rubble. The fire has been extinguished. Work is ongoing, the statement said. As reported, Russian invaders launched a missile attack on the private sector in Sumy. September 7, Russian troops have shelled the Dnipropetrovsk region's Nikopol and Sinelnikov districts. 2 civilians were reported injured. The relevant statement was made by Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration head Serhiy Lysak on Telegram. According to Lysak, Russian invaders launched 3 artillery strikes on the city of Nikopol and 1 on the Marhanets community. A woman, 52, and a man, 57, received shrapnel injuries. They were provided with medical aid and will receive outpatient treatment, Lysak wrote. Following the enemy attacks, a detached house caught fire. Rescuers have already extinguished it. In general, 8 houses were damaged, as well as 5 household buildings and a car. 2 power transmission lines were hit.